Greetings, brothers and sisters. So, just something that I wanted to add to my earlier videos. I want to put these all in a playlist when I get a chance. But this video I made about dying, there was a comment from somebody who said this. There's a couple comments, but this person specifically, let me find it here. Person says, "I'm not watching your death video till you're dead." DED, with a smiley emoji and a heart. There's value in the video. It's not, some people said it was sad, but they liked the end or whatever their various feelings about it. But what I wanted to say about the process is I feel a tremendous sense of relief. Like, this is something I've been wanting to do. I wasn't going to make it public, but I was going to do it, it's been on my mind to do it for a long time. And I talked about how Master Chargy gave that message, that they played after he died, and one they played a couple weeks before he died. He was barely able to, he was in so much pain, but he gave these goodbye messages. And then there was these Whispers of the Brighter World messages that came from him beyond the grave, which was really interesting and, kind of a neat thing. But even before that, when I was a little kid in, elementary school, second grade, third grade, there was a TV show or movie. I don't remember all that much about it, but it made a significant impression on me. And I believe it was based in a true story. And it was about a mother who died. She had cancer and died, young mother, like a hippie. And she used a cassette recorder. So this is back in the day when we had these cassette recorders and you had to press the record and play button at the same time to record, and it was really poor audio quality. But she recorded these cassettes for her children who were very young, and they would be given these cassettes. Maybe it was just one kid, I don't know. Again, I was a kid when I watched this, way above what I should be watching, right? Way above my maturity level. I was like I said, second, third grade. But she recorded these cassettes, and like one was for the kids when they turned 15 or when they got married. Like, all these things that she had to say to them. And, she was maybe a writer or something, or artist or whatever it was. Again, like my comprehension ability and my ability to perceive what the show was about. And I just looked it up because why not? I have the internet. And there's two shows, 1973, which would have made me 9 years old. And so it was Message to My Daughter, TV movie, 1973, with Bonnie Bedelia and Kitty Wynn. A confused teenager discovers stacks of tapes recorded earlier by her dying mother. And then another movie called Sunshine. The dying mother of a baby girl makes tape recordings of advice with her daughter, receives many years after the mother's death. And I believe it was Sunshine was the one that I think my parents were watching it and I saw some of it, right? But again, 9-year-old kid, and it left a lot of impressions, and there's all these things where people die or, lose contact with somebody and things are left unsaid, things are left unresolved. It's hard to go through life with things not resolved. And so the idea was for me to do this, and after I did it, I felt a tremendous sense of well-being and relief. I just, the energy was just there. There's certain special energy in the video, and it's not, I don't think it's something that you have to wait to listen to, but people can choose to do whatever they do with it. And we have the technology now. And, maybe there are things that you would say now that you might forget later. My kids and I there's I don't know what our future relationships will be like, if they'll improve or any of those things. Of course, that was a big part of the goals of my life was to have an intergenerational family farm and be a support system for my kids as they entered marriage and these things. And it's, doesn't look like that's going to happen. The body of work that I've created here about, the knowledge and information and things that I have to share that have value. Of course, the Journey series videos, and those things will be there for as long as the internet's there, or whatever form that they take in the future. And whoever needs to hear them will hear them. And then these messages of this thing that I did the other day. It's just it's something for people to consider. Even writing letters, and they do this when you're reading of the will, or somebody dies and the lawyer gives the letter to the kids or the wife or whatever it might be, right? And nothing vindictive, or you don't want to be in a state where you're petty about stuff. Like, it's got to be transcendent. The things that are profound in your life. And there's special days when you're around your children when they're born. Of course, when you're a mother, they're even more significant because of the physical trauma and the connectivity that's there. But being around birth and death and marriages, or whatever, these big events that happen in people's life, things that change the course of their lives, trajectory, retiring from jobs, getting a big job, starting a career. There's milestones in your life. Reading, walking, right? These types of things. Being able to communicate as a kid. These are big events. Of course, you don't perceive them when you're kids, but as parents, you watch your kids develop these abilities in their first couple of years, being trained to go, potty trained. These are big things that you do the rest of your life. Feeding yourself, being able to dress yourself, and all these types of things. Being able to read and write and draw, and significant things happen in the first 6 years of your life. But anyways, I just wanted to share that with everybody, because people can do this with their loved ones if they choose. They have something they want to say, or whatever it is. Anyways, just thought I'd share that. Only spirituality will save this world. It's Paul Romano, Death Reporting from the Apocalypse and the Ascension. Everyone have a blessed day, and be grateful.